Story number 1. Laughing and crying. My daughter's 5 now, but when she was only 9 months old, I lived in a dingy maisonette. If you don't know, a maisonette is like a flat, only it has an upstairs. My block was disgusting and full of alcoholics, druggies, and a surprising number of dealers. Only petty pot dealers, but still enough to make you feel sick. I was the only person in my block that had a small infant child. I was a newly single mother and tried to keep to myself. Every night was a constant struggle to relax and even sleep. Fights went on continuously through the night, and so did the parties, or what I assumed were parties. There was always some sort of noise going on. This one particular night, my best friend Amelie came over to keep me company. I had just gone through a tough breakup and needed some girly time. Tonight, Jessica, my daughter, went down easily, and I took her up to her cot for the night. She was a happy and good baby, and always slept through the nights, no matter how noisy the block was. When I came back down, Amelie and I got into a deep conversation about the flat, and how I should move. Amelie then asked if she could ask me something silly. I laughed and said of course. She then told me that my flat gave her bad vibes and how she wouldn't like to be there alone. I agreed and admitted that I didn't like to be there by myself. We continued talking about some nonsense when, all of a sudden, I heard Jessica screaming out of the top of her lungs. She sounded hurt and in terrible pain. Both Amelie and I jolted for the stairs, thinking she had tried to climb out of her cot or had hurt her leg or something. But once we reached the top step, I heard giggling behind the bedroom door. I looked at Amelie. She had heard it too. Jessica was still screaming, scared. But fearing for Jessica, I slammed the bedroom door open. The laughing stopped almost instantly. The room was silent, apart from Jessica's cries. She looked at me silently, begging me to pick her up. She looked honestly petrified. I grabbed her and took her downstairs. Finally, after some time, she had calmed down and fallen back to sleep. Amelie and I discussed what we both heard. We were right outside the bedroom door. There was no denying the laughing came from inside the room Jessica was in. Of course, we checked the flat, but no one was there. I must say I found it hard to stay in that room again, and thankfully, I moved shortly after.